Hey Lash Babes, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to get an effortless hybrid set. So easy to do. Any beginner lash artist will be able to do a set like this in half the time. So if your main struggle is mixing fans, not knowing how to do fans, you only know how to do classics, and you want fuller sets, but you don't know how, this video is going to explain how to do a hybrid set effortlessly. Okay, so I'm going to start off by placing my clients iPads, and I actually like to do the sandwich technique. So what I actually do is with my iPads, I'll go from underneath the bottom lashes, and then with my tape, I'll go from up above underneath the waterline, and this is going to sandwich the natural lash between the tape and the iPad. If you are somebody that struggles with your iPads shifting and moving with your clients, then this is going to be a huge game changer for you. So I'm going to start off by priming. Normally, I like to go in with shampoo, but with her, I didn't go in with shampoo. All I did was went straight into priming. So if you're not shampooing your client's lashes, then at least do yourself a favor and prime, because this is going to actually clean up the lashes. It's going to remove any excess oil or creams that are lingering on her lash line. I normally go in and wash my client's lashes, but I actually ran out of shampoo. I'm not going to lie. I'm waiting for my order to come in. So primer was my best friend today. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that she is fully dry before I go in and start mapping her up. But before I do that, since I am doing a squirrel look on her, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her open her eyes a little bit, and then I'm going to map out where the longest lengths are going to go. And this is going to be on the outer parts of her eyeballs, or where her sclera begins. So if you have no idea how to do this, I do have a online lash designer course, and this teaches you how to map and style your clients specifically. My client here has slightly downturned eyes, so I want to help and elevate her eyes, lift them up a little bit. So that's why I decided to add the longest lengths off to the side, not directly in the center, because then that's doing a dot eye. So I'm doing more of a squirrel. So I'm going to do lengths 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 being the longest, more towards the center outer part, and then bring it back down to 11 and 10. I'm going to be using a mixture of W Clover Lashes, a lot of people like to call them Clover Lashes, and a mixture of 0.15 C curl. So my W lashes are C curl as well. I am doing a very relaxed curl. The W lashes are 0.07, and my classic lashes are going to be 0.15. So I'm going to start off by doing my W lashes. I'm going to try to get them as full as I can by using my W lashes. But first, I'm going to give you guys a tip. If your client's lashes are right on the iPad, if you feel like you struggle and you end up getting your extensions, your lashes stuck to the iPads, I recommend for you guys to try this technique. Use tape to help lift those lashes, and use a mirror to double check if you opened up her eyes. That way you don't cause any irritation or any burning from the adhesive getting inside her eyes because you taped up her eyelids too high up. So now I'm going to start filling her up with my W or Clover lashes. And before I do that, I want to restock my tray and make sure that I have all the links that I need to work on her. So to isolate, my tweezer I'm using is my Inspired long handle small tip isolation tweezer. And to pick up the lashes, I am using my Dreamer 45-degree angle tweezer, and my adhesive is Obsessed, and it's called Obsessed for a reason. It is hands down the best glue I've used in my whole lashing career, and I'm telling you guys, it is so hard for me to keep these glues stocked. As soon as I stock them, they fly off the shelves, and they don't last longer than 3-4 days, even a week on my bookshelf, because it's just there's that good. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my W lashes. I keep mentioning that, but I just wanted to let you guys know that the reason why I'm doing that is because when you transition from a classic lash to doing hybrid sets, you want more of a fuller look, right? But you don't want it too fluffy that it looks like a volume set. Yes, you can use these Clover lashes to do a full volume look if that is what you are going for. I 100% recommend these over pre-made lashes, because pre-mades tend to get a little pricey, if you know what I mean. Okay, Clover lashes, it's more bang for your buck. There is more product in a lash tray, and honestly, it's like placing a classic lash. I love using these so much. I feel like I have not used pre-made fans in a long time. And yes, even though I do carry pre-made fans in my own line, I feel like Clover Lashes are just so much easier to use, especially when you're going for a lighter look. You can still get very heavy looks using pre-made fans. So at least with Clover Lashes, you already know exactly what you're going to get depending on your client's natural lashes. So as you can see, my client here has a lot of lashes. So I had to be careful with amount of Clover Lashes that I was placing. And I also noticed that my lashes were getting stuck to my tweezer. So I went in with my spotless to remove that gunk off of my tweezer. So if you are somebody that's struggling with your extensions getting stuck to your tweezers, it can be one, you're dipping it in way too low into the glue and it's getting stuck on your tweezers. So I recommend for you guys to have a spotless or some type of tweezer aid glue remover, and that will just keep your tweezers clean. That way you avoid struggling with the lashes getting stuck to your tweezers. Okay, back to what I was saying. Clover Lashes are just a game changer. I love these ever since I launched them in my own product line. It has changed the way that I do hybrid sets because one, when you're going from a classic look to a volume, especially if you're a beginner lash artist who doesn't know how to make fans, but your client doesn't like the way that the classics are too natural. They want something a little bit fuller, but they don't want to go full mega volume. They don't want to commit to that, right? So at least doing a hybrid set on them will give them a little more oomph, a little more volume, a little more drama, and it not be too dramatic. So my Clover Lashes are hands down amazing. I love them because again, you can pick them up like a classic lash, place them like a classic lash, and it's just a game changer. So what I'm actually doing is I'm trying to place each one of these in each section. So I don't want it to look too heavy or too dense or too full in certain sections. So the best way that I went about it is I tried placing one of these W Clover Lashes in each one of the sections to give it more of a natural blended look. Okay, so if you start going in and going back to back to back and start placing them right next to each other, but then you notice that you're like 3 hours in and you're like, wow, like it looks so full in this area, but I still have so much to do. And then you start rushing it, and then you end up it not looking proportionate or the same, right? I also recommend for you guys to work on both eyes at the same time. Please do yourself a favor, especially as a beginner lash artist. You don't want to be working on one eye only because you're still trying to build up your skills. So if you're working on one eye and you notice you're 3 hours in and your client's already getting fussy, but you only done one eye, and then you're like, oh my God, it's going to take me at least another 3 hours to do the other eye, you're going to get so defeated and so exhausted. So the best way to make both eyes look symmetrical and full is by working on them both eyes at the same time. So what you do on one eye, you're going to do on the other eye as well. And this is just going to help you have a little more balance, a little more structure, and be able to make both eyes look nice and full and fluffy. And by the time you're 3 hours in, 4 hours in, and your client's getting fussy, then at least you gave them something, okay? Not just one eye, but both eyes, and they both look somewhat similar, okay? So as you can tell, I'm just working and trying to make sure that I'm looking for the longest lashes, the healthiest lashes, trying to see what I can fill up as much as possible before I start going in with classic lashes. So I wasn't going for a very dense look because as you can see, she has a lot of natural lashes and I wanted to be more on the softer side. So I mainly focus on the longer, thicker lashes. And I did about 40-50% with the W lashes. And then everything else, I ended up filling it up with my 0.15 Flat Ellipse Classic Lashes. So at this point, you can kind of see exactly what it is that I'm doing. I'm just going in between the whole eye. And you can really tell that I'm working on both eyes at the same time just because I am mainly focusing on one eye. But I really recommend for you guys to work on both eyes at the same time and also get used to mapping and styling your clients because when you write down the map, you understand exactly what it is you are doing on them. One thing I will say is that when you write on your when you get so used to writing you're mapping on the Ipads, one, it'll help you keep track of exactly what you did on them. And then two, when you start working on more advanced, tedious mappings like wispy styles, angel eye styles, you try working within 3, 4 numbers in between each section. I know the more you do this, the more experience you get. You're going to end up working with a lot more numbers than just a 12 in one section. I'm telling you guys from experience is that when you learn to map and style somebody, it changes the overall look. Don't be doing cat eyes on everybody. Don't be doing doll eyes on everybody and only doing 2 or 3 numbers on the whole lash line. It doesn't look good because if you actually notice and pay attention to your client's lashes, you see how short they are in their inner corners. And then they gradually start to get longer and longer, and then they drop back down on the outer corners. Our natural lashes have their own unique design to them. So why are we gonna put only one length all throughout, like 14 millimeters, all from inner to outer corner? It doesn't look cute and it's not flattering. Especially knowing that some people have downturned eyes, some people have upturned eyes. And if those are things that you don't understand, and if you're still a beginner, then that's fine. You will learn these as you work and you get to know your clients a little bit better, and then you actually understand, okay, everybody does have different eye features. So that's something that you are really interested. I highly recommend for you guys to take my online lash designer course and start learning how to map each individual client depending on their eye features. This is truly going to elevate your skills and set you apart from your average lash artist. You really want to be known as somebody amazing in the industry, then that's truly going to separate you apart, especially if you're trying to compete with the lash artist next door, right? Especially if she doesn't do that. You want to be known as somebody that does that, because that has truly transformed my business, and that is why I'm really well known in my area, and is because girls are looking for artists who truly know how to give them special custom sets depending on their own features. So that is why I mentioned in the beginning I am doing more of a squirrel eye on her, because I want to help lift her eyes and not droop them down. So doing a cat eye on my client here is going to make her look more tired, more droopy. So I don't know if you ever noticed that if you've done a cat eye or you put the longer lengths on the outer corners, and then your client just looks so tired, and your client didn't understand, they don't really like the style, but you don't know how to fix it, you don't know what you did wrong. And it's the fact that you did the wrong style on her because of her eye features. So I do recommend for you guys to take my online lash designer course. And the best part is you don't have to pay thousands of dollars for it. If you sign up to my Yoys Plus lash membership for only $19.99, and I'm going to say that the prices are going to be changing. We are getting ready to launch so many new features on my membership. So if you are watching this before 2025, then you lucked out. After that, if you're watching this later on, then a lot of things have changed. So yeah, I recommend for you guys to sign up to Yoys Plus, because it is the one and only lash membership in the lash industry that is meant to help you save money on supplies. So you do save money on supplies. You get free shipping if you are within the United States, and you don't have to pay extra for online courses. Yes, I'll say that again. You don't have to pay extra, which is hundreds of thousands of dollars for online courses. It is included in my membership. You also get mentorship and coaching from me and the support of my community, plus a whole lot of other things that comes included with my membership. So again, a lot of things are going to be changing come 2025. But if you guys are watching this and it's not, then I recommend for you guys to take advantage, because a lot of things are going to be changing and a lot more features are going to be coming your way. So I'm so excited. I will have the link for you guys down below. That way you guys can access all of my online courses again for free, because you don't have to pay extra. And yeah, okay, so now let's get back into what I've been trying to show you guys. I just finished all the W lashes, and as you can see, she looks pretty full. I am going back and forth, trying to make it as even as possible. And when I got the desired look that I wanted with the W lashes, I went in with the classic lashes to fill up the rest. So my tip when it comes to working with W lashes to create a hybrid look, I recommend for you guys again to start off with W lashes because this is going to give you guys the result that you guys are looking for. So if she wants them a little bit softer or she wants them a little bit fuller, this is going to tell you exactly how much to add. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you need to add 10 W lashes in each section because it depends on your client's natural lashes. And again, I was just trying to see, like eyeballing it, trying to see exactly how many I wanted and depending on how full she wanted it, right? So again, the best thing that I can say is to fill her up as much as you can with the W lashes until you get the desired look that they want. And then afterwards, the easy part is just placing those classic lashes and filling up the rest. So as you can see, now I'm just working in, trying to look for all those little lashes that I did not lash. And that is pretty much sums up how to do an easy hybrid set using W lashes and classic lashes to give you more of a fuller look. Now, I will say is that in order for you to achieve fullness, depending if it's classic, hybrid, volume, mega volume, it all comes down to how much you lash. Yes, if you want a fuller look, even for classic lashes, you can always achieve a fuller look. It's going to come down to how much you lashed her. So if you only gave her 50%, you only lashed 50% of her lashes, then don't expect them to look full. Okay. So if your overall goal is to make a classic lash set look full, then by lashing 100%, it's going to make her look complete. Okay. Same goes for hybrids. If you want a full hybrid look, then you have to do your best to lash 100%. 90 to 100%, okay? I know a lot of people will tell you, well, I don't lash 90%. I only lash 50 to 60%. Okay, that's perfectly fine. You do what you want to do, but one, when you lash 50 to 60%, you're not giving your clients a good fighting chance when it comes to having amazing retention. Now, when you lash 90 to 100%, you do your very best to ensure that you lashed as close as possible to getting her full lash line done. Then you're giving her a better chance to come at 2 to 3 weeks with a lot of lashes left over. If retention is something you struggle, I do have a retention online course that again comes included with my membership. I recommend for you guys to get access and get take advantage of all the features that my membership has to offer. I'm telling you, there's nothing like that out there. But again, when you lash close to 100%, it's going to give you more of a fuller look, especially if you really do your best to get in those inner corner lashes. Because I know even me as a beginner, I remember I used to avoid the inner corner lashes. I hated lashing the inner corners. It was so hard for me. So that is something that you guys struggle with. I can do a separate video going a little more into detail on how to, tips that I did to help me lash 100%, especially in this inner corners. But as you can see, I'm just going back and forth, and the more classic lashes that I put, the fuller and complete this set is starting to look. So take your time. If it's taking you 3, 4, 5 hours, you are doing good timing, okay? Do not rush your sets. Give yourself some grace, okay? Lashing is an acquired skill, and that's something you can build over time. Even me, that I'm 6 years in, I don't care about my time. Yes, it takes me between 2 to 3 hours to complete a full set, and that is me lashing 100%. And obviously, I've taken a lot of courses. I've improved my skills to the point where I can do full mega volume extra wispy sets in half the time. And if those are things that you guys are struggling with, I do have all that. I teach all that in my online courses that are a part of my membership. I'm telling you guys get products, you guys get courses, you get mentorship, all for such an affordable price. Everything comes included. Okay. So again, I have more information down below. So as you can see, I am working on both eyes at the same time, trying to fill her up as much as I can. I feel like at this point I've just been rambling, so I'm going to add some music here so you guys can enjoy the process, and I think I'm almost done anyways. So if you guys have enjoyed this video all the way up to this point, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys have any questions, drop them down below. I also recommend for you guys to go follow me on Instagram. I drop even more gems on Instagram, stuff that you guys probably have never seen here before. So go follow me on Instagram, stay updated with me because that's where I usually post about new product launches and everything that has to do with me and me and my courses and my products and all that fun stuff. So let me add some music. I hope you guys enjoy. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and follow me, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Somebody told me, don't you waste your heart on him. Oh well, he made me believe we were perfect there and then. God knows I've tried seeing eye to eye, but it's been going on for way too long. You'll see red and start to lose your head when you get a little drunk. So baby, I will pack up my things, leave before you will start a riot. Baby, I don't want anything from you but some peace and quiet. Just calm down, alright. Baby, I don't want anything from you but some peace and quiet. Don't stand in my way, I'm already out the door. Oh yeah, nothing you can say to make